Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker was speaking with the media ahead of his rematch with Yoel Romero for the undisputed middleweight title at UFC 225, and he said he doesn't understand why Rockhold still fought Yoel Romero at UFC 221 even after he missed weight. He said, that's unprofessional. This is a title fight. If Yoel Romero missed weight against me, I'm not taking the fight. We both signed up to make weight, and that shit's unprofessional. Robert Whittaker said, I mean, if he can show up 3 pounds over, why can't I show up 13 pounds over? We're both missing weight. We're both unprofessional, so I wouldn't have took the fight. So, I mean, that's interesting to see. You know, he looks like Robert Whittaker has something against people who miss weight and are unprofessional about it. So maybe that'll give him some extra fuel to kick Yoel Romero's ass in this upcoming rematch. I mean, because that's you know what I'm saying? Robert Whittaker's not a guy that really talks a lot of trash. Neither is Yoel Romero. But if Robert Whittaker can find some motivation in the fact that Yoel Romero missed weight and, you know, he was unprofessional and used that to help sell the fight, I ain't mad at him. But with that being said, Robert Whittaker did take offense to, you know, it looks like Yoel Romero's weight cut. He could have been fighting Rockhold, if you remember. That's the fight that was actually supposed to happen. Rockhold versus Robert Whittaker. But Robert Whittaker got the, you know, I think they said, like, what was it, a staph infection in his intestines or something like that. Robert Whittaker had a pretty serious injury and was forced out of the fight. Yoel Romero took the fight on 4 weeks' notice. Now, that's really the controversial part here, because you can say, well, Yoel Romero missed weight because he took the fight on short notice. But some people say, well, yeah, it ain't like it was 1 week's notice. It was 4 weeks' notice. So is that an excuse for missing weight if you had 4 weeks to make the weight? But if you're a bigger middleweight, someone that has to have a training camp and time to cut the weight, the fact is that Yoel Romero took the fight on short notice. So I don't know how much slack you can give him for making the weight. And if Rockhold wouldn't have took that fight, the UFC would have damn near had to cancel a whole pay-per-view. Oh, speaking of, I think Yoel Romero, didn't they work it out? I think Yoel Romero had to give Rockhold more of his purse. I think he ended up getting about 40% instead of 20% of Yoel Romero's purse because it was a title fight and he missed weight. Rockhold could have pulled out of the fight, but he got extra incentive to stay in the fight. So, I mean, if you're going to agree to take the 40% and the guy only misses weight by 2 or 3 pounds in the title fight, I think it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with Robert Whittaker here that Yoel Romero should not, or that Rockhold should not have taken the fight. I do think, you know, he saved the card. That whole card could have been scrapped, turned into a Fox Sports 1 on short notice, all type of weirdness, no title fight. Rockhold would have been I'm glad that Rockhold stepped up and took the fight, even though Yoel Romero missed weight by a couple of pounds. It was unprofessional, but he got more than, you know, the normal 20%. He signed up to get 40% of his purse, so that's almost half the money. If Yoel Romero got $100,000 for fighting, 40,000 of that's going to Rockhold. Yeah, it's a loss. You didn't get the interim title, but you're getting, you know, compensated pretty nicely compared to other fighters who, you know, when their opponents miss weight, they only get 20%. So with that being said, it is what it is. I'm gonna mess with y'all tomorrow, man. I've been super busy today. Celebrate my girl's birthday a little late, man. She had to work. But with that being said, I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. The daily grind, pumping that content out. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.